Howdy, folks, and welcome back. Hope you are blessed and doing okay out there. Well, for today's video, I present to you There Goes a Helicopter reaction and review. And also, if you hear any noise, I apologize. Our apartment's not really soundproof, and this is a family-friendly complex, so you might hear kids playing in the background. And that's good for them to get outside and get some exercise. Just hope they're staying hydrated, because it's hot today. Anyway, in this episode, Dave and Becky are going to tell us about helicopters and how they work, and going back in time to, well, helicopters got started. Spoiler, I guess you could say Leonardo da Vinci came up with the first concept many years ago before what we have today. Helicopters are interesting flying machines. It's amazing how, a blade on top can twirl, a blade in the back can twirl, and it can lift off and fly forward, backwards, left, right, and land the same way it took off. They're also made to hover. But before we begin, a disclaimer. I am not paid, sponsored, or endorsed to make or upload this video, nor am I making any money off of it. All credit, rights, belong to the original creator of the content. I own nothing from that. This is being done for fun, entertainment, historical, and preservation purposes only. Get it? Got it? Good. Alright, put your seatbelts on and put on your helmet for There Goes a Helicopter. Oh, well, hold on. Not quite. I forgot. YouTuber who uploaded this was Train Movies and More. Shout out to them. This was released on May 16th of 1995. Alright, now here we go. Got everything knocked out before I begin. And by the way, according to History in the Dark, if you want to show anybody a real program, show them this one. And I agree, this is one of the best ones made. Even though There Goes a Train is my favorite. Cool.
It's amazing how helicopters can fly. Unlike airplanes, they can hover. Have you ever wondered what it's like to fly in one? Well, hold on tight, because there goes a helicopter.
Yes, I did use
people every day, from search and rescue to traffic reporting.
As you guys can see, they used some footage from There Goes a Fire Truck with the helicopter putting out the fire in the forest. And also some footage from There Goes a Police Car with the police helicopter. In fact, that same helicopter makes an appearance. This time, Becky's going to tell us about it. Dave did, and There Goes a Fire Truck. Hang on, guys. Airplane flying over. Ironic, because we're watching a program about flying machines. It's either a fighter jet or an airliner. I really can't tell, guys. Remember, these are not staged. Here we go. Sorry about that.
Helicopters can go almost any place fast, carry real heavy things.
They sure can.
And get Marines where they need to be. Come in all different shapes and sizes, so they can do very different jobs. Hey kids, I'm the helicopter pilot Dave.
Helicopter pilot Becky, but we're not real pilots.
No, but the real helicopter pilots have agreed to let us pretend for the day so that we can all learn about helicopters and the work they do.
So grab your helmets and let's go fly.
Come on. The U.S. Coast Guard uses helicopters for some of the most important jobs.
Yep.
They're used for search and rescue on oceans, beaches, and rivers. The brave men and women of the the U.S. Coast Guard are real professionals who go to work and save lives every day. Becky and I decided to join the Coast Guard team at the Coast Guard station in San Diego, California. And right off the bat, we were assigned some very important jobs.
Well, it's important to keep things clean around there. After all, a clean environment is a healthy environment.
Oh man, this is a beautiful bird. Oh, the things I could do if they just let me fly this baby.
Oh, Dave.
Come in, Coast Guard. This is diving golden
Uh-oh.
treasure 30 miles west of Help, Coast Guard. Mayday, mayday.
Person in distress calling the Coast Guard. Please repeat your message.
Not good.
I got a mayday situation. Everybody's on patrol. The only two people I can send are those new recruits, Pilot Dave and Pilot Becky. Pilot Dave and Pilot Becky report to operations immediately. Pilot Dave and Pilot Becky report to operations immediately.
Pilot Dave reporting for duty, sir.
And Pilot Becky reporting for
Okay, relax. I got your first big mission. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh,
We've
yes.
been waiting for this.
Okay, good. That's the spirit. Got a mayday call about 30 miles west of San Diego around San Clemente Island. Could be a diver in trouble out there. Heard on the radio something about golden and treasure.
Ooh, gold.
I need you to go out and investigate for me and report back to me.
Right away, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Our first mission.
No, I can't believe it. Her first real mission. Do you realize this?
Yeah, I know, I know.
Our first real mission. What?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
No, you're kidding.
Just take a minute.
Dave, you can't go to the bathroom now.
I'll be
We
right
gotta
back.
go.
I don't want to have to go out there. I'll be
Well,
right
then
back.
hurry up.
They act like such kids. That's one thing I've always liked about Dave and Becky.
What are you doing?
I'm not waiting for you. What do you mean
I
we're
thought you had the bird all warmed up by now. Let's go.
Pilot Becky.
And Pilot Dave, ready for our mission, sir.
All right, helicopter's pre-flight, ready to go.
Let's go. Let's go find that guy.
Parking brake.
Parking brake. Off.
Nose lock.
Nose lock. Off.
Rotation.
Rotation ready.
Center instrument panel.
And she's on. We're ready to go. Let's get this baby in the air.
Time to go save the day. I'm surprised that the helicopter's never retracted my landing gear like an airplane. I think that would cause more drag on it. Then again, the aerodynamics might be different on a helicopter.
You know, Dave, I don't get it. Helicopters are incredible, but they don't have any wings, so how do they fly?
This is a bad time to be asking how helicopters fly when we're flying one. Weren't you paying any attention in class?
Well, I was, but they still didn't explain exactly, how they fly without wings.
Don't think about it. Just think about finding that poor guy out there.
Okay.
How do helicopters fly without wings, you're probably wondering. Well, they use this big fan-like prop on the top of the helicopter. It spins around. And it beats the air down. When it forces the air down, that pushes the helicopter up. And that's how a helicopter works, basically. But there's more to it than that. Now, this device is called a tail rotor. It's another fan device, only instead of going around like this and pushing the helicopter up, it pushes the air to the side and keeps the helicopter going in a straight direction. If it didn't have this turning, the helicopter would spin out of control.
Yep.
This helicopter It's driven by a jet turbine engine. Now, when I say jet engine, you probably look at these devices here and think that pushes the helicopter through the air like a jet aircraft. That's not the case. This is just an exhaust port. The jet engine turns this big prop up here. Now, when it tilts sideways, that pulls the aircraft through the air and drives it forward. Now, because this is a special Coast Guard rescue helicopter, it has some devices on it that other helicopters might not have. Like this hoist. This swings out, and there's 250 feet of cable in there that they can string down into the water and rescue people. This is the remote control for that device, and it puts it in the water. They hook themselves up, and it'll lift as much as 600 pounds.
Okay, that's pretty cool how a helicopter works. I didn't know it required the jet engine like an airplane. I thought it used a different system altogether. Then again, it makes sense because a helicopter is a type of aircraft after all.
Becky, I want you to check that chart and see where we are.
Dave, I don't have the chart.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean you don't have the
Well,
chart?
I thought I had it, but I must have left it back at the
It's
base.
on your checklist.
I know.
Well, how are we supposed to find this guy? We don't even know the coordinates and we don't have a chart.
Wait a minute. We do have the GPS.
The Global Positioning System.
That's right.
Satellite system.
That's right.
That's right. You know, that's a pretty amazing way to locate yourself. You can tell where you are no matter where you are in the world.
Right.
Turn it on.
Okay. Look at that.
Yeah, now we know where we are, but where's he?
I don't know. Keep looking.
You know, Becky, helicopters haven't always been this sophisticated. When they were first invented, they were a little more than a rotor and a stick. And they didn't always fly.
That's right.
And they weren't very safe either. But don't worry, he wasn't hurt. Leonardo da Vinci had an idea for a helicopter almost 500 years ago. And people have been trying to perfect the idea ever since. They've tried all kinds of ideas to see which would work the best. Sometimes the idea was a lot better than the real thing. Like this flying platform.
Okay, that's interesting. Not very stable, though.
And look at this. It's a pogo plane.
Whoa.
When the idea is just right, it's awesome. Like this Huey Cobra gunship.
Cool.
Or this V-22. As you can see, it takes off like a helicopter. But once it's in the air, the engines and rotors tilt forward so it can fly straight like an airplane.
That's one thing about the V-22 I found interesting. It can take off and land in areas a lot of aircraft can't. You could probably fly it around the city and land on a rooftop and take off again. Pretty unique.
Pilot Becky,
Yes, Pilot.
have you seen anything yet?
No, I don't see a thing. But you know what I've been thinking about, Dave? You know that message?
Yeah.
All we heard in that message was golden treasure.
Yeah, then it broke up.
Right. So we're thinking that 200 years ago, all those Spanish ships used to come through these waters carrying jewelry and gold.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
they found a sunken Spanish ship. Or one of those ships carrying gold through the gold rush.
Yeah. You suppose that diver stumbled on a bunch of gold?
Yes.
Oh, hey, and if we save his life, maybe he'll split it with us.
Oh, I'm sure it would, because it'd be so much.
There'll be tons of gold. But you know what?
What?
We're going to need a much bigger helicopter to carry all that gold.
That's true.
Oh, you will need a big helicopter.
Whoa, look at this.
Wow, that's a big building.
No kidding. We're at the U.S. Marine Corps Station, Tustin.
This is the home to some of the biggest helicopters in the world. And of course, if you're going to have a big helicopter, you got to have a big, safe building to keep them in.
Like the two hangars they have here, which are the largest unsupported wooden structures in the world.
Now, these were originally built for great big blips right after World War II. Today, they're home to these great big military helicopters.
So come on, let's go take a look.
This is the powerful Super Sea Stallion. It's so big, the back end opens up and vehicles can drive right in. It's designed to fly
Nice.
such long distances that it needs to refuel while it flies. This long pipe connects to a tanker plane, a gas station in the sky.
Some military aircraft are actually able to do that, like the helicopter. They connect to a airplane that carries fuel for them, and they can refuel during mid-flight. Also, helicopters, I learned, are not pressurized like your typical airplane. And the reason is they don't fly at such high altitudes like, say, a Boeing 747. They're made to fly much lower, including the President's helicopter, Marine One. Pretty cool.
These are the rotor blades off one of the biggest helicopters in the world. They're kind of different than regular rotor blades, which are made out of solid metal. These are actually hollow.
Drop the remote.
They look like wings, right? The front surface is made out of titanium, one of the strongest metals in the world. And then these surfaces are actually made out of fiberglass. The inside is filled with nitrogen gas, and the combination makes a very strong, very light rotor blade. And when it spins, it slices through the air and lifts the big helicopter up through the air. This is where the rotor blade attaches to the rotor head. Now, helicopters are complicated machines. This is the rotor head, and one look at this kind of tells you this is a complicated machine.
Yep.
The whole thing tilts on top of the helicopter and determines whether the chopper goes forward or hovers or goes backwards or sideways. And then the individual blades tilt too. And that's what this does. It controls the pitch of the blade, determines whether the helicopter lifts up or goes down.
Huh, how about that?
Good afternoon, kids. I'm Captain Biggs, United States Marine Corps. I'll be talking about the CH-53 Delta Sea Stallion helicopter, one of the world's fastest and strongest helicopters. This helicopter is capable of picking up 55 troops, but we primarily use it for transporting Jeeps, Humvees, and other equipment to support the Marines in the field. The right hand, what I've got here is a cyclic. It's used for turning the helicopter left and right, forward and aft. And on my left hand is what we use, it's called the collective, used to make the helicopter go up and down. These are what we call the rudder pedals. These control the thrust on the helicopter's tail rotor. This enables us to hover over a spot and do a 360-degree circle. Kids flying these helicopters is the greatest job in the world. You can do it too. All you have to do is stay in school and study hard. Let's go flying.
Hi, I'm Captain Lou Villarol, CH-46 pilot of the Marine Corps. Behind me is a CH-46 helicopter. You can see it's unique because it's got two head rotors on top of each head. That's what makes it unique.
Wow.
You know, as other helicopters have a tail rotor.
That's
What
what
we
you know.
mainly do with this helicopter is carry Marine Corps grunts, as we affectionately call them, point A to point B.
Behind us is a CH-46 helicopter, which stands for cargo helicopter.
This is really the workhorse for the Marines. It's used for getting troops in and out of dangerous areas quickly and efficiently. And when you see how they do it, you're going to want to go for a ride.
This is interesting what they do with
This
these
is the
Marines.
spy harness which Marine Corps uses. Basically goes over the shoulders, straps in, they hook up to the spy line, and away they go.
Now, I'm not sure if the Marines still do it like this, guys, but let me know in the comments. This actually looks like fun, to be honest, though. Wow.
Man of a lifetime. Ever seen Superman and Spider-Man going around the road? That's us right there.
If safety is good, then everything is fun. That makes this fun. That's why we didn't have to worry.
Exactly.
This is my It's used to carry everything from food to weapons to even the general to the battlefield.
Hi kids, my name is Captain Moran and this is my Huey Hog. And we're gonna go for a ride now.
Look at that. Pretty sleek looking.
Lock that target and firing missiles.
Boom.
I got him. I'm just kidding. Hey, it's me. I got one of the most awesome fighting machines you will ever see. It's a helicopter. It's the military Cobra gunship. What do you say we take a look around? This is a very unique helicopter. If you look closer, notice that it's very, very skinny. And so it has that thin profile, so it's harder for the enemy to lock on target and shoot it out of the air. Now look closely at this. This is a 20-millimeter cannon, a gun that fires very rapidly and is very, very dangerous. Now this is really neat because hooked into the back of the helmet that the gunner or the pilot wears is a mechanism that controls this camera on the front. As he turns his head, this camera turns and the gun turret turns and it locks in on the enemy. The Cobra is really unique in many ways. First of all, the pilot and co-pilot don't sit side by side. The co-pilot or gunner sits up here, and then the pilot actually steers and flies the plane from back here. Now look at this. This is where they mount the missiles and laser-guided rockets, right up under here.
Wow.
Hey kids, my name is Captain Bob Darling in the Marine Corps. I'm an attack helicopter pilot stationed here at Camp Pendleton, California. This here behind me is the AH-1 Cobra. We use it to destroy tanks on the battlefield. Come on with me and let's see if we can put her through her paces.
When I was a kid, two helicopters came to visit my school, and one of these Cobras came. It was pretty cool to see them close. I couldn't touch the cannon, but I got to look inside the cockpit. They also bought what was called a light attack helicopter, which carried lights on it. I got to sit in the cockpit and hold the control stick. That was fun. And for many years, we had this place talking about the helicopters and the missiles.
Hey, Becky.
Yeah.
Pilot Becky.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of hungry. Where'd you put those snacks?
What do you mean where'd I put the snacks? I didn't bring any snacks.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean you didn't bring any snacks?
It wasn't my turn to bring
It's
snacks.
your responsibility to bring the
No,
snacks.
it
Oh,
wasn't.
no.
I brought them the last
I
time.
read it when we were studying it. That you're the co-pilot supposed to bring the snacks.
Sure, you always say that. And anyway, how can you think of food at a time like this? We gotta rescue a guy and get all that gold.
I'm hungry. I need a snack.
Oh, Dad.
My blood sugar's dropping.
I know.
I'm supposed to do a rescue with low blood sugar. How about the water then? I'll take some water.
I didn't bring any water
Oh.
either. Why were I in charge of the water?
Hey, well your head. Anybody home in there?
You're being such a bully.
Read the manual.
Oh, dear.
Hey, listen, you're being very selfish. You know what? You should be thinking about that diver and all that gold.
Yeah, you're right. All that gold.
And what we're gonna do with it. You know what I'm gonna do with it?
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna buy my own island and build my own resort.
Oh, an island is a resort. You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I love helicopters. I mean, I really, really like these helicopters.
Wow.
I would buy my own whirly-bird, keep them in my backyard, and I can use it to get to school. I'll never get stuck in traffic again.
And guess what? You can use your helicopter to fly to my island and stay at my resort.
Okay. Tell you what, keep looking. See if you can spot that poor guy in that raft. We gotta get to that gold.
If I had gold, I'd build my own railroad and operate across the entire country. One thing I want to point out is if you're taking a long trip somewhere, make sure you pack food and water and essentials and supplies, unless it's already supplied by the person or vehicle you're traveling on. David Becky should have brought snacks and water.
Hey, slow down. Don't drive this like a race car. We're at the Long Beach airport. This is where the Los Angeles
use helicopters for very special jobs like search and rescue missions and high-speed chases from the air and just chasing down the bad guys.
So come on, let's go check it out.
This helicopter is called the Long Ranger 2. It'll hold 6 people, and it's mainly used for transportation and for flying long distances.
Oh, this is a neat helicopter. Hey, look down here. See that big tank back there? That's full of compressed air. And if there's an emergency situation and the pilot has to land in the water, he pushes a button up in the cockpit and the air is released. It comes down these tubes into these bags here. And they go just like big balloons and fill up with air. And that way that helicopter won't sink if it has to land in the water.
Wow!
Look at that helicopter over there.
This is the helicopter they use when they're looking for the bad guys. And sometimes at night they need help, so they use this big light, which is as bright as day. Underneath the helicopter is this black ball, which is called the FLIR. It's a forward-looking infrared. It's a heat detector for finding the bad guys who are hiding in the bushes.
Yep, there goes a police car reference.
If you'll notice, underneath the rotor is a sharp object, and underneath the helicopter is another sharp object, both as sharp as a knife. And what it's used for is in case they accidentally hit some high wires, it'll cut the wires. The inside of this helicopter is the same size as a small car. But wow, look at all these switches and dials. You have to go to school and study hard to learn how to fly one of these. And over here is the video screen that picks up the images from the infrared camera.
Yep. I wonder if the LA Police Department still uses those helicopters. Maybe they do. Let me know, guys.
Wow, look at this beauty. Looks like a big giant mosquito, doesn't it? This is the Sikorsky S-58 Turbine. It's the biggest helicopter flown by the LA County Sheriff's Department, and it's used mostly for rescue operations. In fact, it's used in rescue operations all over the world. Now, this helicopter was built way back in 1959, and it's still flying today. That makes it more than 35 years old. It's older than most of your parents. Let's take a closer look and see how it works. You probably figured out that most helicopters have the engine up by the rotor, but not the Sikorsky. Let's look in here. This is where the Sikorsky's engine is. And there's actually 2 engines, one side by side. And if you look up here, you'll notice there's 2 big holes. It's kind of like your nose. It sucks in the air for the engine. Then the engine turns like this, and there's a shaft in the middle that transfers the power way up to the rotor that whirs around and lifts the helicopter through the air.
Nice.
Back here is where the crew rides. There's generally a crew chief that rides back here. He operates the hoist, which is up here. And then there's usually 2 paramedics for the rescue and for life-saving. And if you look inside, you'll see there's lots of room and lots of emergency equipment to save lives.
You gotta be fully equipped for that.
Up there is where the pilot rides, and the Sikorsky's almost 9-10 feet off the ground. And there's a certain sequence you got to use to get up there. The steps are built into the side, as you can see here. Let's see if I can remember what he told me to do.
Oh boy!
Step and then kind of this step, and then take a hold on there, and then this is not right.
Dave.
Well, once you finally get in the Sikorsky, way up here in the air, it's pretty much like most helicopters. It has a stick that you fly with. There are foot pedals you control the tail rotor with. And then, of course, there's a stick on your left side, and that's what you control the up and down motion with. And as you can see, there are lots and lots of buttons and dials.
Oh, it's so complex.
Oh, this
I
is
agree.
a beautiful big helicopter. I love it. You know, it's so strong I can actually lift a whole car, and it's so big it even uses wheel chocks, just like the big airliners do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Stop. Wait. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Oh. Good
I'm
one.
Deputy Roger Peterson with the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. I'm the pilot of this Sikorsky helicopter, known as the Old Workhorse. Let's go for a ride.
That's a pretty looking helicopter. So tell me, guys, are those still around in service? Let me know. Again, I'm not too big on helicopters. Well, the knowledge of them anyway, but they are interesting.
Will you get on your own side, please? Try to fly this bird.
You know what, Dave? I think it's your turn to start looking and my turn to take a look.
Oh, no, I'm not letting you fly.
Oh, really? Well, you want some of this?
Oh, wait a minute. You do have a candy
Yes,
bar.
I do.
I knew you were living out, Butler. Go ahead and take the stick.
All right, take that.
I'm in such a good mood now. I got some food in me. What do you say we sing a chopper song?
Okay, how about we're in the Coast Guard now.
We're in the Coast Guard now.
We whittle the sticks and turn the rope. We're in the Coast Guard now. Kilos, kilos, what a way to fly. Rowerheads, rowerheads, in the Coast Guard now. Rowerheads, rowerheads, we're in the Coast Guard now.
Hey, listen.
Mayday, mayday! Come in, Coast Guard!
That's our guy.
Mayday, mayday!
Let's go.
Dave, can we stop somewhere? Because I'm really gonna go to the bathroom.
What?
What did you say?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I told you to go before we left like I did.
I didn't have to go then, and I have to go now. If I don't go, it'll what repent.
Where do you expect to go? Where are you going to go up here? There's no bathroom in this helicopter.
I know there's not a bathroom, but you can't just land somewhere.
Tell you what, this sometimes works for me if I think of other things, like a beautiful beach scene with waves crashing on. No, that's not a good idea. Think of a forest scene with a little creek going down. Oh, no, that's not a good idea. Let's see. Just hold it. We're almost there.
Not helping. Looks like they found him, though.
All right, there he is. Pilot Beck, you think you can hold this baby in a steady hover while I go down? Jason, prepare the hoist. I'm going to go down and get him. Attention, attention, diver in the water. This is Pilot Dave and Pilot Becky in Coast Guard 1. Prepare to be hoisted up. Repeat, prepare to be hoisted up. I'm going to come down and rescue you. You're in good hands. Don't move.
Now, whatever you do, hurry up, because I gotta go to the bathroom.
That's pretty cool how the downpour is on the water, or the whatever it's called, downwash, I think.
Hey, are you okay? Where's the gold? What gold? That's the name of my ship. The Golden Treasure, she sang.
She sang? Oh, no. Well, listen, get in the water. We got to get you up in a helicopter. Becky will hoist you up. Come on.
And they saved the day.
Dave, I'm gonna have to come back for you because I can't hold it any longer. I gotta go.
Hey, what do you mean you're going to leave me here? Wait a minute. Hey, you can't leave me here. Whoa. Looks like I'll be stuck here another hour until Becky gets back and pick me up. To which I had a fishing pole.
Oh, Dave.
Dave,
Yes.
so take over for a minute. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Go to the bathroom. Again?
Dream sequence.
Well, we've learned about all kinds of helicopters, from small ones to big ones. And if you'd like to learn more about them, you can always visit your local library.
Now remember, helicopters are terrific machines, but they're also very dangerous.
Yeah.
Always wear your protective gear if you're around one. And remember, if you see the white lights flashing, that means you're getting ready to take off or the engines are about to start. Also, always remember that the tail rotor is the most dangerous part. Stay away from that at all times.
So until next time, keep your turns up, you
Rudderheads. We'll see you next time.
And they're off.
Hi, I'm Commander Mike Saylor with the United States Coast Guard. Flying helicopters is an awful lot of fun. If you've ever dreamed of flying a helicopter, I urge you to stay in school, study hard, and stay off drugs.
Pretty cool altogether. there you have it, guys. There goes a helicopter reaction and review. One of my favorites, actually, to be honest, because it really is detailed how to tell you about helicopters. Although, spoiler, the one thing they don't cover in the series are blimps and airships. They talk about airplanes, spaceships, and helicopters, but we don't hear about how blimps or airships work. Would have been nice to talk about them, like Zeppelins, or maybe the Goodyear blimp, you know, that kind of thing. And one thing you may have noticed too is at the end of this one, if not most of the episodes, a representative from a company that supports the vehicle or the industry behind it comes out and tells you about, you know, what it could take to be one. The only exception I've seen is There Goes a Train is, I think the guy's name was Jim, came out and talked about train safety. But the rest of them talk about how you can be a race car driver, how you can be a firefighter, how you can be a police officer. Okay, I take that back. The first ones, they just came and told you about, like, you know, how to talk to people in the police department, or don't play with fire, you know, about trains. Construction, there's a guy who, like, at the beginning, There Goes a Bulldozer. But for most of the episodes at the end, someone tells you about, like, what you can do to get involved in this kind of career industry. Like helicopters, rescue vehicles, sailing a ship on the water, being a race car driver, stuff like that. And I think it's wonderful to get kids interested in this kind of thing. Anyway, our next program is, believe it or not, There Goes Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho! So until next time, guys, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Remember to always be safe around trains, and the good Lord loves you. See y'all next time.